AITA for running away in the middle of a date with my girlfriend to help my mother, plus one update. Hello Reddit, long time dweller, first time posting. Burning account for obvious reasons, so I to have been dating my girlfriend Susan to 1F, not her real name, for a year now. Things have been great between us as we keep good communication. I'm posting this 2 days after her birthday, which is also the time where the incident happened. I'd like to say that I'm very romantic, and my girlfriend can vouch that for me. As for her birthday, I had planned a whole long day schedule of her favorite activities, along with some extras I put here and there, like taking her to the movies, going out to Red Lobster despite me not enjoying seafood at all, and some more. This is the part where my mother Claudia for 2F, again, not a real name, comes into play. Due to medical issues, she's prone to having sudden epileptic attacks with no prior warning, so me and my stepdad Robert 52M, not a real name, have always been on the lookout and wary of this, hence we are in contact at least once a day. Now, my girlfriend is very well aware of this, and I've warned her since day one. This never bothered her, and she's been always supportive of me and my father. I've grown close to him and call him dad sometimes, although my mom's attacks have gotten in the way of our hangouts once or twice before. We were out at Red Lobster, and we were midway through our meal when I got a call. I picked up the phone since it was my stepdad. I might be the asshole here because I just dropped everything and took off running. As you all can expect, my mother had an attack and my dad told me to come over. Though by the time I arrived, my stepdad told me that things were under control and that it was just a scare because she suddenly felt dizzy, lightheaded, and her head started to hurt. I thought that'd be the end of it, but it turned out to be a true attack as she started to have a seizure in the living room and we had to rush her to the doctor. It took a good 30 minutes for her to stabilize, and I called my girlfriend to let her know that mom was okay and that if she wanted, we could resume our date. She told me that she didn't want to anymore and that I was an asshole for leaving her like that and ruining her special day, which she's told her friends, who've sent me messages telling me how much of an asshole I am. So Reddit, am I the asshole? Update. Hello again Reddit. A lot of stuff has happened the past days and I don't even know where to start or where my head is at right now. It just feels surreal right now. Many of you will be displeased to hear this, but me and my girlfriend are still together. Apologies to those who commented but didn't got a reply. I did read each and every comment and took them to heart. Even the ones that came out rougher on the edges. It was eye-opening, to say the least. It made me realize a lot of stuff. The same day of the original post, I messaged my girlfriend to talk with her. She told me she was at her parents' house, so I went over and we had a talk. I apologized for leaving so abruptly without making sure she was okay, but that I didn't know any better since that's what I was raised like and what I was taught. She said she understood and apologized for slandering me with her friends, but only wanted her opinion validated. Okay, no biggie. I told her if she ever felt second in line whenever it came to my mother, and she said yes. This was making me open my eyes more and more to the situation at hand, like the comments were pointing out. I admit I cried a bit and my girlfriend held me and consoled me. I went to sleep on it, and next morning I took my leave to go confront my parents. My girlfriend insisted in tagging along, but understood when I told her that this was something I had to do on my own. I arrived at my parents' place, and my mom greeted me like nothing happened. She felt something was off when I didn't reply, and I told her to sit down and have a talk with me. She looked really worried. I was blunt and outright asked if she was really sick, because the more I thought of it, the more I recall the comments calling me out and her behavior, the more odd it looked. Did she really have seizures? If she has seizures, why does she have her husband call me instead of an ambulance? I pointed out how if those were real seizures, like I've read online, she'd be either aggressive towards us or have no idea of who she is and where she is and why. As a few Redditors suspected, she doesn't have seizures. It just turned out to be a controlling movement on her side to keep me around and short-leashed. It was one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced, and it genuinely made me nauseous. My whole life was built on a lie. You can tell the turmoil, anger, sadness, shock, disappointment, everything going down to me at once. And then, why stepfather walked in. I only asked him once if he was a part into this, and he couldn't look me in the eye. Right then and there, I knew that I had no family anymore, so I left. On my way to work, I started getting bombarded with calls and texts from her, but I simply blocked her and ignored her. So here's where I'm sitting at right now.